Good day, everybody. I hope that you're well, and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Apologies for only logging in now, but I was having trouble um I was having trouble with Google Chrome and logging in. All right, but I hope that you guys are well. Today we'll be doing our grade 3 English lesson on irregular plural nouns. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, we're going to log on to English Language Arts grade 3. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of irregular plural nouns. All right. So our chapter is irregular plural nouns. Our subject is English Language Arts. Grade 3, and the lessons that we are going to be focusing on under the chapter of irregular plural nouns. Our lessons are: is the noun singular or plural, and to form and use irregular plural. So is the noun singular or plural, and to form and use irregular plural. All right, so that is going to be our lessons for today under the chapter of irregular plural nouns. Once again, I want to apologize for starting the class late. I was just having trouble logging in because the internet was a bit down. Not down, but it was troubling me. All right, so when it comes to irregular plural nouns, right? So we have nouns, and we said nouns, it names a person, it names an animal, It names places and it names things, right? So those are nouns. And with the different nouns, right, we have singular nouns and we have plural nouns, right? And our regular singular nouns or the regular plural nouns, right, we said that when we refer to either one person, one animal, one place, or one thing, and then that is regular, and then we just add an is, we just add an is to our verb, right? For example, we'll say jumps, dances, laughs, writes, listens, right? That is if one person is doing something, that is singular. But if it is plural and there's more than one person, animal, place, or thing that does an action, and then we do not add is or es to our verb, right? So if our verb, or let's say our noun, sorry, also we have regular, singular, and plural nouns, right? And then our nouns, if it's regular, then it means that we are just referring to, singular is referring to one person doing something, plural is referring to more than one person doing something, right? That is now if we want to identify whether something is singular or plural. It means that one person or thing or animal or place. It refers to one of each, right? All right, and then we have plural, right? When we say it refers to more than one person, animal, place, or thing. All right, so now we're going to find out more about our irregular nouns, right? All right, so if we refer to it being irregular plural nouns, right, then it is like us saying it changes from maybe saying like one tooth, many teeth, right, or two teeth, one person, two people, right, one foot, two feet, right? That is basically how the noun changes. Because if something is singular, right, and then it refers to, for example, let's say singular refers to one person, animal, place, or thing. But if you refer to a noun being singular, and then, for example, it is like tooth or person or foot or hand or something, right? Or think, that is something that you're doing now. All right, and then if we refer to it as irregular plural, right, and then the word changes, and when the word changes and then it changes its form, right, it's like the wording also changes from it being singular to it changing to plural. All right, so some of our plurals, right, are irregular, right? It's not regular, which means that if it's irregular, and then we don't just say boys, we don't just say girls, right? It changes. It's like the word changes a bit, right? And you're just gonna have to remember how it changes. So some plurals they are irregular, and remember plurals refer to it being more than one person, animal, place, or thing, right? And with it being irregular, it means that they don't follow any rules, right? So we can't say add is, add es, because that is like us saying follow the rules. But when it comes to it being irregular, right, then with it being irregular, they don't follow any rules, right? So which means that you must just remember each one, meaning you need to remember what the plural irregular noun is of a word. So you're gonna have to remember that, because we cannot say that first. It's gonna be very hard for me to teach you how to remember something, right? Because it changes. Like for example, look at the word child, right? So child, it refers to one child, right? So one child. But now, if we want to make mention of more than one, right, then it changes to children. You see, so we don't say childs because we are added an s. That is why we say that they don't follow inner rules. We can't say add s, add es, right? Because from child, if we refer to it being more than one, then it's children, right? You see, REN was added, but now I can't tell you you need to add REN, you need to add whatever, because it differs. All the regular nouns differs, right? Look at the word mouse. We're referring to one mouse. One mouse that has been biting holes in the things. One mouse. But if we want to make mention of more than one, then we don't say mouses, right? So we don't say mouses because that is correct. Incorrect, right? So it is then basically it changes from one mouse to more than one mice. One mouse, more than one mice, right? The same with woman, right? Woman, it is referring to one woman, right? One lady, one woman. And just look over here. This woman that refers to it being one woman has an A in there. It's like saying man. So woman, right, refers to one woman. But as soon as we make mention of more than one woman, right, and then it's women. And as you can see, the changes or to an E. So it's now women, right, with an E in. So that is why we say that when it comes to irregular plural nouns, they do not follow any rules. So you're just gonna have to remember each one. You're gonna have to remember child changes to it being more than one children, one mouse to more than one mice, one woman to more than one women. Let's look at the word think. Okay, that is a verb, right? Even write is a verb. Look at the word foot. Look at the word foot. What is one foot? What is the irregular plural for foot? One foot, but two what? So one foot, two. What is the word? One foot, but two what? So we have one foot, but we have 2 feet. Yes. Look at another one. One tooth. Tooth. But I have 3 what? One tooth, but I have a mouthful of what? One tooth. So we said 1 foot, 2 feet. Now we have 1 tooth, and I have many or I have lots of what? The plural of tooth. Now we have 1 tooth, right? But I have still a mouthful of more than one in my mouth. 1 tooth is rotten, right? 1 tooth is rotten. But my other aren't rotten. All right. So yes, we have 1 tooth and we have lots of other teeth. Person, 1 person. Many what? 1 person, but many what? What is the plural of a person? It's 1 person, but there are lots of Yes. So if we say 1 person, then there are lots of other people, right? So lots of other people. 1 man, and there are lots of other in the room. 1 man. What is the plural of man? The plural of man. Yes, so 1 man, but there are lots of other men. And the last one would be 1 goose. 1 goose, right? But a group of what? 1 goose is an animal, but there's lots of what? 1 goose, but a group of for 1 goose and let's say 6 All right, so 1 goose, almost there. Yes, so 1 goose and other geese, right? So these are our regular plurals. Do you see how the words has changed, right? We don't say it's like if it was regular nouns, we would say girl, girls, boy, boys, right? That is regular nouns. But with irregular nouns, the wording changes, right? So because now it means that we don't follow rules. We don't say just add an is to show that there's more than one, right? So the wording changes when it comes to irregular plurals. So you're just gonna have to remember each one because I cannot say add an e, add an ed, add pel. right? I cannot say that because the wording changes, right? All right. So once again, one person changes to lots of people. Tooth, teeth, one man, two men, one goose, six geese, 1 foot, 2 feet, one mouse, 10 mice, one child, 20 children, one woman, 3 women, for example, right? So those are examples of irregular plural nouns. All right, so now we're going to our test, right? All right, so before we go, you're going to say if the noun is singular or if it is plural, right? So you're going to say if it's singular or plural. So now look at the sentence. The sentence says we're going to look at the word that is underlined, and then we're going to say if the word underline is either a singular noun or if it's a plural noun. That says the baby mice will be able to see soon. The baby mice will be able to see soon. So the baby mice will be able to see soon. If we look at the word that's bold, right? The word in bold, mice. Is mice singular or is mice plural? So we need to say if it's singular or plural. All right, so if we were to identify if that noun is singular or plural, then we would say mice is plural. So well done, plural is correct because the singular form of mice is mouse. So well done, plural is correct. All right, look at the next one, feet. Feet is singular or plural. It says Gary's feet felt better when the walk was finished. So Gary's feet felt better when the walk was finished. Is that singular or is it plural? Feet. All right. So feet, it refers to more than one, right? So we will say this is right because the singular of feet is foot. All right, so now it says they built the roof of the cabin 100 years ago. Roof. Look at the word roof. Is that singular or is it plural? Roof. Is roof singular or is it plural? All right, so roof, right, refers to one roof. So which means that this is singular, right? So it is singular. The roof is singular. So well done. So now let's go to our test, where we're going to say, is the noun singular or is it plural? So we need to say if the noun is singular or if the noun is plural, right? It says Daniel's foot had fallen asleep. So Daniel's foot had fallen asleep. So foot, is that singular or is it plural? The word foot, is it singular or plural? All right, so foot, yes, it is singular, which is option one, because we're referring to one foot. So well done. The man sat with the children on the soft grass. So man sat with the children on the soft grass. The word man, look at the word man, the noun man. Is that singular or is it plural? Man. Is that singular or plural? All right, so man is singular because it refers to one man doing something. So well done. All right, you should always brush your teeth after you eat chocolate. You should always brush your teeth after you eat chocolate. The word teeth, the noun teeth, is teeth singular or is it plural? Teeth. All right. So if we were to identify or say that is singular plural, then yes, teeth is plural. So well done. Option two is correct. It is plural. All right. Look at the word person. The word person. Which important person did the mayor honor? So, which important person did the mayor honor? So, the word person, the noun person, is person singular or is person plural? Person. All right. So, we need to say if the noun is singular or plural. So, person refer to one person, which means that it is singular. So, well done. Singular, option one is correct. All right, let's look at the next one. It says the woman wore blue shoes. The woman wore blue shoes. Is this noun woman singular or is it plural? Woman. We need to say if it's singular or plural. All right, so woman, we refer to one woman who wore blue shoes. So yes, it would be singular. So well done. Singular is correct. All right, so now we're going on to the next one, which is to form and to use irregular plurals. So we're going to form and use irregular plurals. Well done. All right, so once again, we said some plurals are irregular, and when they are irregular, then they don't follow any rules, right? So you're gonna have to remember each one. Some of our plurals, they also form the same word as a singular form, right? So look at the word. If you look at the word dear, look at this word dear, right? Dear, it basically forms the same word as deer. So singular deer, referring to one deer, is the same as saying there's more than one deer. So you don't say one deer, lots of deers. We just say one deer, more than one deer. The same with one sheep, right? And if we are to more than one sheep, then we also say sheep. One sheep, many sheep. One fish, lots, right? So that is basically how we say some plural forms are the same as the singular forms, right? So it doesn't change. We don't add any other thing or the word doesn't change, right? All right, so now if we look at the word, right, so we are going to go on to our test where we are going to form and use irregular plurals, keeping in mind some of the words stays the same and some of the irregular words changes, right? So you're just gonna have to remember it. All right, it says after dinner, do we say the child ran upstairs to Whitney's bedroom or the children? We need to complete the sentence with the correct plural. Plural, right? So do we say after dinner the child ran upstairs to Whitney's bedroom or do we say the children ran upstairs to Whitney's bedroom? We need to correct it with a plural. We need to state the correct plural. We need to identify the plural. Plural refers to more than one. All right. So if we were to choose the correct plural, right, then we will say after dinner, the children ran upstairs to Whitney's bedroom because one child, singular child, but plural refers to more than one children. So well done. Option two is correct. Children is correct. We need to select the subject, complete the sentence with the correct plural. Plural. Do we say, are moose bigger than buffalo, or are mace bigger than buffalo? Moose or mace bigger than buffalo? Remember, we said some of the word changes, some of the word stays the same. So are moose bigger than buffalo, or are maize bigger than buffalo? All right, and if we were to select the correct answer, then yes, moose stays moose. All right, so are moose bigger than buffalo? So moose is singular and moose is plural. So well done, moose is correct. We need to select the correct plural. Plural. Look at the fish swimming among the rocks, or look at the fishes swimming among the rocks. Fish or fishes. All right, so if we were to choose the correct plural, right, then we will say, look at the fish swimming among the rock. Some say fish, some say fishes. All right, let's do this, right? I'm going to choose fish, right? I'm going to choose fish, whether it's correct or incorrect. All right, so look what I did, right? So fishes is correct, right? Fishes is correct. So we can use fish as a plural, or we can use fishes as a plural. Let's say, for example, we're only referring to the goldfish that's swimming. Let's say we're referring to the 10 goldfish. We're only referring to the goldfish that is swimming amongst the rocks, right? Then we say fish. One fish, lots of fish, right? Then fish stays the same because we're only making mention of the goldfish. But if we are referring to all the kinds of fish that is, for example, in the sea, or all the kind of fish that is in the pond or something, or even we talking about different kinds of fish that is, for example, in, like I say, in this pond, river, dam, or lake, then we say fishes, right? But if we're only referring to one kind of fish, then we say one fish, many fish, right? But if we're referring to different kinds of fish, then we say one fish, lots of fishes, right? Do we get the difference of fish and fishes now? But fishes are correct. So well done. Fishes are correct. We need to select the sentence with the correct plural. Plural. It says the roof leaked after the storm, or the roofs leaked after the storm. Roof. What is the plural of roof? The plural of roofs. Of roof. We need to select the plural of roof. The roof leaked after the storm, plural. Or do we say the roofs leaked after the storm? Which one is correct? We're referring to more than one roof. All right, and if we refer to more than one, then we can say roofs, right? So well done, roofs is correct. Let's do the last one. We need to select the correct plural. Is it true that elephants are scared of mouse or mice? The plural. Is it mouse or mice? Is it true that elephants are scared of mouse or mice? We need to select the correct plural. All right, so then we can say mice. Mice is more than one. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on irregular plural nouns. Remember, we said that nouns are words that either names a person, place, animal, or thing. If we make mention of regular nouns or regular plural nouns, right? And then it's either we add s or we don't add s, right? Or we add s basically to show that there's more than one. But if we refer to irregular plural nouns, right? And then the wording changes, right? So we do not follow any rules. You're just going to have to remember the plural form of the noun. All right, so this is the end of our lesson. Thank you very much, grade threes, for joining the class and for interacting. You must have a good weekend further. Goodbye.